Hello, everyone. I am Aaron Anderson, co-founder of Wantegrate, and with me we have.
Marcelo Farjala, co-founder and partner of Aaron Anderson.
Today, we're excited to show you a Wantegration that we built for ourselves. And I'm going to walk you through what the experience is like. So, if you are interested in working with us, you'll get a little sneak peek and sense of how things work and what this looks like. So, phase one of what we do is design thinking. And what we do is we create process maps, map key stakeholders, and then talk about relevant tools. So what I'm showing you today, we always start with the key stakeholders. Usually there's more than one, but in this case, this was a one integration for myself that I wanted to build. So key stakeholders is myself, co-founder, who's also doing a lot of sales hat work. And some of my challenges was I didn't have a central place to track my notes. I was using multiple sources of truth, HubSpot, email, Google Docs, Notion, just kind of tracking things everywhere. But I did want to lean into using Notion because I think it's a powerful tool. And so I created a database structure for people as well as use the native database structure for meetings. However, I was then going in and creating a person record and then creating a meeting record manually each time. And so I kept creating these over and over, and it wasn't very efficient. And so I wanted to find a way where I can optimize my note taking. Note taking optimization. The relevant tools in this would be I use Calendly to have people schedule meetings, but more importantly, Google Calendar is where all my meetings exist. And then we also have records in HubSpot and Notion for our note taking repository. The current state process that I was doing is there's a lot of sources. Essentially, I can book meetings on calendars, other people can book it online, or a lead signs up through HubSpot, and everything ends up on my calendar, right? I then had to manually go create the person before each meeting, then create the meeting, and then link the meeting and the person together in order before I can even start taking follow-up notes, and then I would manually go create an email for follow-up, right? What did we do? Marcelo had a brilliant idea of, first of all, just cutting out Calendly. The purpose of Calendly is to get events on the calendar. And so we started there. Our future state was let's just get a meeting on a calendar, and then let that meeting create a person if that person doesn't exist, then create a meeting, then link them two together so that when I jump in, all of that already exists and I'm just typing the notes that I have for each meeting. Anything to add at this point, Marcelo?
Yeah, so basically, you just want to, from a calendar invite, you want to have everything set up in Notion so that you can open that meeting and start taking notes, right?
Yep, exactly.
Okay, cool. Let's see
Exactly.
it.
Let's look at the Ontegration. So this is called Create People and Meeting Notes. Oops, let's zoom in. So starting with Google Calendar, watch events. What's a watch event, Marcelo?
This is a module within Make, which will watch any events that will come onto your calendar. What watch means is um, it'll only take the events that are new from the last time that it watched. And you can schedule it to watch for 15 minutes, for an hour, for 8 hours, for every day. It's up to you.
In this case, I set it to watch every day at 8 p.m. East Coast time. So this one integration runs once a day, and we have something called a router. What's a router?
A router allows you to conditionally send your automation down different paths. So in this case, you're going to go through that top path first. And when you complete that one, you're going to go on to the second path.
Yep. So following the top path, what this was doing is I first wanted it to create a person record, somewhere that I can go to remember the things that I had talked about before or key information about that person that I'm starting to either build or maintain a relationship with. And so what we did is we searched Notion objects. So we first wanted to pretty much use like a get method to find all the objects related to the people, and then we added a filter that said if this person does not exist, then only go forward with creating a database item on the person object. So you notice we did use an operator here. Marcelo, do you want to talk about an operator?
Yeah, scroll over a little bit so we can see the iterator in there.
Yeah.
There it is. So what we're trying to do is we want to create this person object in Notion for every attendee. And the attendee is coming from the email events, which we were watching, correct? And
Yep.
here in blue on the side panel, you see the contents of a single calendar event, and this is one of them. What's the name of the event? It's it's a meeting of some sort, and it's going to have
Mm-hmm.
attendees. And the attendees, if you notice, is an array. An array is a data structure which is pretty common in computer science, and it holds a series of elements. In this case, a series of attendees, attendee objects. And we need to first iterate through that array and make each array a bundle. Bundle's a make concept, which will allow us to process each one. So that's what the iterator's doing.
Mm-hmm. And when we added it here, we can now see we have the Google Calendar events and
Mm-hmm.
all the attributes. But now that we use the iterator,
Mm-hmm.
I have more specific information that I can actually pull to use
Mm-hmm.
for my next
Mm-hmm.
step in this scenario. Let's move down to the next piece. So this one, it's a little bit different, and we'll share why. First of all, it's going to create a database item, and this is in my meetings database in Notion. So it's going to start by just creating the name, which is a summary. So the meeting invite name. So it could be like weekly sync or whatever it is, or connecting with so and so, right? And so that's going to initially create that event. But remember, what I really wanted to do and what it was important for me was to create a relationship, a relation between the meeting and the person, because I can meet with a person and have multiple meetings. And so I wanted the two to connect so I can go to a person in Notion and quickly see all the meetings and then drill down and see the notes that I took for that meeting. And then use AI to help me kind of remind me or refresh, hey, what did we talk about? What are the big pieces of this conversation that we had? So we used a similar item where we created the database item, and then we used another iterator to search the people record, and then we updated the meeting invite with the we essentially linked them together. So in this case, we're now actually finding the person that it was related to for this meeting, and updated the database. Yep.
So the first path up there
Mm-hmm.
created the person objects, and
Yep.
then the second path created the meeting object in Notion, and then it went and looked for those person objects that we created in the first path, and created the relational dependency between the meeting and the people. And the end result's going to be. Are you going to show them the end result? You going to run this?
I'll run it. Yeah. I'm not going to open up my Notion account, but yeah, we'll run this. Let's see. So, um, yep, we're getting some objects returned here.
So you see how the iterator got 5 objects, but it passed on much more than five. It's because it's iterating through the attendees and creating a different object for each attendee, and that allows us to create it in the Notion database.
Mm-hmm. And interestingly, this is important, right? So I don't want just every meeting that I have, I don't want a new person record. So it actually recognized, okay, these people already exist in your people database, so I'm not going to create a new one. So that's fine for what happened. If there was someone new that I'm talking to, it would create a person. But it also is creating meetings as well. So
No
we're pretty proud
duplicate
of.
people.
Yeah, we're pretty proud of this one. Thanks for watching. This is Aaron and Marcelo, your co-founders from One to Great. We have a fun time building these. We'd love to build a couple for you. Send us some ideas that you have. We'll take you through the design and build phase of this. Have a good rest of your day, everyone.